Die Heimspiele der Munich Cowboys werden Ihnen präsentiert von
Werksviertel Mitte. Urbanität neu erleben.
Ja, meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren, herzlich willkommen zur Pressekonferenz nach dem doch intensiven Spiel. Ein bisschen langatmig vielleicht zum Schluss, aber intensiven bayerischen Derby, dem Papenberger Game Day der Munich Cowboys gegen die Allgäu Comets. Back-to-Back-Game 21:18. Der Spielstand am Ende. Ich habe Ihnen kurz das Podium hier vorne vorstellen. Wir dürfen begrüßen Headcoach Jeff Scurran von den Allgäu Comets und seinen seit Jahren Top-Linebacker Niall Padden. Zu meiner Linken Headcoach Garren Holley und unserem Kicker Robert Werner. Öfter mal was Neues. First questions to our guests. Coach Scurran. It was the second game against the Cowboys back-to-back. What are your emotions about the two games?
Well, I just think it's a horrible thing for football when they schedule like this. It's just bad. It's you would never see this where I come from, and I'm real sorry for both teams that have to be this way. That's just bad for football.
I have to say we have the same thing against Ingolstadt in the end of the season, right? So it's very hard. Garren, now 2 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses. Better beginning of the season than the last seasons, last years. So what are your feelings like?
I'm very happy with where we're at. It took us 6 games my first year, 5 games last year, and now it's taken us 4, and then we're able to respond with another win after that 4th one. After the first one this season. So we're happy with the progress. It's when you take the approach I took when I took over, this is how it's supposed to work. You're so your first year, you're better the next year, and then that 3rd year, everything should start coming together. It's important. We've had 3 different coordinators on offense in the last few years, so that kind of plays into everything. But we felt, we have the right guy with Coach Moore, and the weapons we were able to add on the offense. We're missing a lot of running backs, so that's kind of playing into what you see on offense. But yeah, we're very happy with where we're at and the progress the team has made.
It's lots of injured players right now, so but you still have the backups, right?
Yeah, we're missing quite a few guys. Out of the 4 running backs, 3 got hurt. So you got to get creative on offense. But I told the guys in the locker room, even when JC brought me over, it was always about building from Munich. And that's the message I brought to this team when I came. We'll build our team from Munich. We don't need to load up our team with people from everywhere. We got a good coaching staff, so that's what it's about. It's about building within and coaching these guys up so you keep them each year and you add depth through your second team, through your U19, and that's what we've done, and that's what you're seeing on the field.
Coach Scurran, you had a pretty good running game today. A little bit problems in the passing. Do you see it this way?
We're just trying to put guys on the field. We have so many guys out with injuries. I think now on offense we have 7 down, and so we're just trying to get guys on the field. You just when you come in February and you start put together, you don't think a game's going to be decided in the end. That's where you play 4 quarters, but you don't ever think the game's going to be decided by your deep snapper going down. But that's football. Coach and I both talk about that because we both have so many injuries, and it's who steps up and plays, and I give them credit because they had a lot of guys step up and play. But right now, number 11 and the quarterback are top level GFL players, and they're the difference in the game.
Thank you. Niall, again, a very good defense you have, and you're one of the key players in that defense. So what do you think is possible in this season?
It sounds like a cliche every time you talk about it, but defense in football is played week to week, and it's hard to look down the road, and even 2 weeks down the road is too far. And you gotta week to week you get a plate in front of you, whatever team it is, you have to diagnose film, you have to go over things, you have to generate plays, scheme against that team, and then you can move on to the next week. I never think ahead of 1 week. For me, ever since I played this game, you can't. It's a luxury that nobody can afford to have. So as far as referring to the future and later down the road, guys stay healthy, 100%. If we have an injury on D line, it's hard to replenish that. Linebacker really tough, DB even more so. So the one thing I can take away or say is that I just hope everyone stays healthy. I pray, because we've been bitten. Allgäu's been bitten by that bug a couple of times in the past couple of years, and that's where we just start to do patchwork with guys that struggle in the GFL. Either they can't make it to practice every day, or athletically they're not up to par, or they need to be. I mean, I'm sure Coach knows, but yeah, that's week to week, and hope we stay healthy. That's it.
Thank you. Robert, 46 Yards Field Goal war das heute, glaube ich, wenn ich das richtig gemessen habe. Also schon beachtlich für die GFL, schon sehr, sehr weit. Wie hast du das Spiel gesehen?
Ja, danke. Jetzt weiß ich auch, wie weit es war. No, basically it's all about trust. That's the most important thing. And Coach Garren looks at me and asked me, how do you feel today? And I said I can kick it. So he decided going away from the punt, going to the field goal. And I'm glad I was able to make it. I started off with 2 field goals that I didn't make this season. Now it's rolling. How did I see the game? Well, you gotta, as soon as you have a chance, you have to go for it and get it done. You never know what happens towards the end. And it's the most important thing is to trust. Everybody needs to trust in what's happening on the field and what's being called, and then we can roll it.
Der zweite PAT war geblockt, was war da?
Well, it's not the distance, I guess. Well, obviously, not always. I guess we make a long story short. Sometimes it just doesn't work, and a lot of things have to come in place. Snap, hold, kick, everything can go wrong. So it's always a team effort. Also, the 46-yard field goal. Man, if one of those 3-4 chains would have not worked, it would have been a disaster. And everybody would have thought, why is he kicking from that distance? So therefore, it can go the one way and the other way. It's a whole team working on the PAT, working on the field goal. It's not just the kicker.
We're very happy to have you in the team. Gibt's Fragen von Seiten der Medien?
Coach Holley, have the Comets birthday, or how you present for the how many presents for the Comets in the game? And Coach Scurran, the last play, starting with 5-point everything on the clock, but the time management is not so good, or see you this wrong?
We're just young. We're just young. You know, young guys don't look at the clock. We have I think when we go 3 wide receivers, 2 of them are, well, right now, all 3 of them are guys that didn't expect to play, and they're fine in practice, and they get to a game, and it's a different situation. It's the GFL. And I mean, Cartel's been through this. There's no substitute for experience, and the only way they get is by doing this. And hopefully, I mean, you know, we have backups in there with key possessions and dropping footballs and running bad patterns, or with the young quarterback, every one of those situations compounds themselves. It's like a big snowball rolling downhill. It just gains steam as it goes. The good news is, you know, if we can play the way we play in the fourth quarter, we'll be fine the rest of the year. We need to get some bodies back. This is my 49th year of coaching, and I've never seen 7 surgeries. And we're not even a quarter into the season, and we have 7 guys, and it's just like, you know, we're the best thing that happened to orthopedic surgeons in Germany.
He asked you.
I wasn't 100% sure what you wanted me to answer.
Presents?
What presents? What presents?
In the game.
What presents?
Oh, maybe
I need examples, like turnovers or what?
all. how many presents?
I don't know. We game plan. We put a plan together for our defense and our offense, and we take what they give us. We know what we can take advantage of defensively. Offensively, it's the same. We know who we can go attack. And we felt good about everything. We're still leaving a lot of points on the field. So that's something that we is pretty scary for anybody that's going to play us. Is we leave a lot of points on the field that we don't get. So when we figure out how to not do that, that's going to be pretty dangerous. But defensively, I think we're playing great defense all season. So we take what teams give us, and when we force the ball to go where it's supposed to go, we got to be there to make plays, and that's just what we always talk about.
Garren, you mentioned the missing running backs.
Yeah.
Could you give us an update on the O-line? How many guys are missing right now?
So everybody was here today. Tillman obviously broke the collarbone from the last game, but everybody was here today. Christos was on holiday last week, so he was back today. Yeah, so I think everyone was here and everyone played. So we're still rotating them through, and situationally, some guys are better in some situations than others. And yeah, I mean, I thought they for the most part, they played good today. Obviously, we struggled to run the ball, so that's still a big issue. We got to get cornered, but I mean, they protected well. Brady had time today, so. Ostermeyer, sick. He was sick, sorry.
Okay.
Peter Ostermeyer was sick. Tonsillitis. It's a
And
shame.
where was Manuel today? Did you miss him?
Personal.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah.
Gibt es weitere Fragen von Seiten der Medien? Keine Fragen? Dann darf ich auf unser nächstes Heimspiel hinweisen, was auch gleichzeitig unser nächstes Spiel sein wird. Am Samstag, den 15. Juni 2019 um 16 Uhr hier im Münchner Dante-Stadion gegen die Marburg Mercenaries. Ich darf einen Dank an unsere Sponsoren, das Werksviertel Mitte, an Papenberger Security und auch an die Goldene Rakete sowie alle anderen Sponsoren und Partner richten für die Unterstützung dieses Jahr im Jubiläumsjahr 2019 für die Munich Cowboys. Ich darf unseren Gästen einen guten Nachhauseweg wünschen. Have a safe trip home. Und darf Sie in 2 Wochen wieder hier begrüßen. Herzlichen Dank und auf Wiedersehen.
Munich Cowboys for a ride. Munich Cowboys worldwide. Munich Cowboys for the dream. Munich Cowboys our team. Munich Cowboys for a ride. Munich Cowboys worldwide. Munich Cowboys.